Hi, it's starting out with Way Living Recipes, and today I'm going to be making apple fries in the Oster extra large digital air fry oven, and we'll see how it does with that. Now let's get cooking right now. So not many ingredients for this cook. I've got myself 4 Granny Smith apples here. I've got a bowl with some lemon juice in it, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically peel the skin off of the apples, and I'm going to cut them up into fry shapes, and I'm going to dip them into the lemon juice so that they don't get too brown from sitting out in the air and air frying and all. The lemon juice will help prevent that while not tainting the flavor of the apple fries. Then I'm going to get them all set out here on the air fry basket. I'm hoping, Lord willing, I don't need to have anything underneath them. I'm thinking I'm not going to have too much in the way of dripping, because I'm going to have so many fries, I'm not going to try and flip them over. So I'm just going to try and set them in there, let them run, see how things go. But I'm going to go ahead and get things prepared now. Alright, so got everything prepared. Do want to mention I use the core, seeds and all. I don't remove anything. And anyone who told you that you can't eat the seeds or the core, that's a misnomer. It's all good for you. And so I'm going to basically preheat things. So hitting the air fry button here, I'm going to leave it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for cooking time. I'm not going to probably use 30 minutes. I'm just using 30 to have an even amount of time to count down from. But I'll stop things when they look like they're good and done to me. So hitting start, going to let things preheat, then we'll get them on in there. Alright, the preheat has finished, so time to get things on in there. Open it up, putting it on the middle rack here. We'll see how that performs. Right next to the fan there. And going to hit start cooking. And I guess at some point I could spin the rack around, but I really don't want to. It's a big rack, be hot trying to get the thing spun around to, try and do that. I don't want to go through that. And with all of those, like I said, I don't want to go through trying to flip anything over. So they're just going to cook, and we're just going to see what happens. I'll bring you back. Alright, I've let them go for 13 minutes and things look cooked enough for me, so I'm going to stop there at 13 minutes and just end the cook. You hear that fan, not very noisy, which is nice. But here are our apple fries here. I'm just going to set those over here, close up, and let them just cool down for a moment. So I got the camera moved and got the light turned on so you can see better. Basically using like a little rack on top of the cutting board to try and mitigate any heat getting down to my counter. But going to take a couple of these apple fries here and just going to set them onto my plate. They're a bit soggy. They're not like, not hard or firm or anything. And I didn't want to use breading or any of that stuff. I wanted to have something that was very, very helpful as far as an apple fry is concerned, so just went with the straight apple fries and the lemon juice. But let's go ahead and do a taste test. So thank God for some apple fries, and let's do a taste. I'll finish that. Alright, they taste very good. They taste very good. I mean, fresh apples, they got a little singe on them, but they don't taste like burnt or anything like that. They taste kind of like heated apples, but they taste good. And so I like how that turned out, and that's something you can try and, have a good time with that. I do want to mention that there was some smoke during the cook. I guess a little bit of the juice was falling off and dripping down to the bottom pan there. Caused some smoke to emanate out that I could see. Never anything that got the smoke detector alarmed or anything like that. But all the same, the cooker really wasn't holding in the smoke, I'll say that. It really wasn't holding in smoke. You could see it coming out. It wasn't like bellowing or anything like that. But you could see smoke coming out. And you could see that, I guess the way that it does air circulation, it wasn't trying to hold it in at all like some other cookers might do. That was very noticeable. So, all the same, it was able to cook those up. And I do want to point out, I only was able to use 2 apples. I wasn't able to use all 4 apples. So what you saw on the air fry rack there was just 2 apples, not 4. And so I guess I'll have to put some text in when I do the final editing of the video to mention that as well. And so nothing in this video is sponsored. In the video description, lots of ways to help the channel, such as my cookbook, merch, membership, donations, link to the Amazon shop, pay the same price, help the channel, all that good stuff. And if you did like the video, please do give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.